Hi, this is my fast forward model. Now this is my standard high performance shortboard. As you can see, just a normal outline rounded square, okay? So I'll put it up on the rack and we'll have a bit of a look. Now, obviously you can see this board is polished along with the fins, okay? So it's very shiny. Now, we'll have a look at the bottom shape. Now the nose is pretty well dead flat, and then 2 foot from the nose, the concave starts, and the centre a little bit deeper. Deepest point just in front of the fins, and it's just a single concave, and then behind the fins where your back foot would be, the concave starts to get a little shallow but not still there, and then flat right on the tip of the tail. Now, as well as you can see with the fins here, it comes as a quad and a tri. Now, I have the quad fins that just look like that. I'll just put them in while we're having a look. Obviously the centre fin wouldn't be in when there's a there, but so it comes as a quad tri setup. These fins are our own fins. We get them made by Australian Finco to our specs and foil. They're Australian made. Now this whole board has an Australian made blank, cloth, resin, fin, plugs, leg rope plug. The total board is Australian made, just to point that out. Now, as well, I'm doing the carbon down the centre on most of my short boards, and it's moving into a couple of the other boards. Irrespective of whether the carbon was there, the cloth tape is about that wide. That going top and bottom on the stringer adds a bit of strength as well. So that's why I'm using that top and bottom. Now, I'll flip this over just to show on the other side. Now, where it comes through to the deck, the plugs, which secures it, I put an extra 6-ounce piece over this area here, and this is what adds the strength, so you don't actually have that sinking and cracking around here. This standard glass job on this is 4 bottom, 2 4s on top. Dom decided to go for a 6-ounce as the first layer on the deck, just for that little bit of longevity, because he's doing a lot of travel into Indo and he wants it to stay in one piece. Now, as for the curve in this board, as you can see, it's just a nice normal rocker, nothing too extreme, normal nose lift. So it basically is the go-to board for all my team riders for their normal shortboard. Now, Josh rides a yellow and orange one, and there's plenty of photos of him on Instagram and Facebook showing how well this board actually works. Okay, so we're keeping it really simple. All the features like a normal high performance shortboard, edge nice and hard through to just in front of the fin, then it softens off completely. It's just that having that polished finish makes it look that touch nicer. Now, the fin, this is my medium fin size. I have small, medium, large and extra large. Most people fit into the medium category. A bit heavier, you go into the large, and if you're really small, you go into the small. So my foil as well is just a little thicker around the tip. The idea is most fins were this type of foil back in the early 90s. They only changed when manufacturing went to China, and they were all weren't foiled, they were moulded, and then for some reason the tips ended up razor sharp and dangerous. I just refused to go down that path with my own fins. I'd rather be hit by that than some of the butcher knife style fins that are out there now. But yeah, you can see the rocker through the tail there. Everything just looks nice and clean and simple. The idea is with this shortboard, it creates a lot of speed. There is no funny little contortions in the bottom shape which make it do anything unusual. So it's a really safe, easy to ride shortboard. This one is my fast forward.